Change Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Dropping gems. Ding. Yes. All right. So I want to make sure that we're talking about some real complicated stuff, and I want to make sure that I have to reiterate and talk about the things that we've already talked about, because I don't want you to say that you missed it, because everybody claims they are business owner until they're not. And you probably still not, because you still trying to figure out like, damn, we just established a business and we on episode what? I don't know, 9, 10, 11, I don't even know no more. But yeah, you still ain't there. You still ain't there, okay? So it's important for you to understand that the clinician perspective from Tanya Brittany is going to get you well enough and well prepared. And sometimes that just means that you got to take a little slow walk before you get to the big cheese, okay? Because we going to the big cheese. So about that, okay, you have decided that this is your business. You have got your NAICS codes. For people who know what that is, because you watched the shows and you did what you were supposed to do, you got your NAICS codes in order, you got your DUNS number, you got your EIN, you are fully equipped, you got your Google page with all of your business address, your phone number, all of that stuff, because you said, if Tanya really is going to talk about business credit and make sure that you financially ready, then I'm going to make sure I got all my stuff in order. So these past 2 weeks, you've been getting your stuff in order because you in school. All right now. You in school, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, okay? So just to reflect, right? So you have got to understand that there is a connection between business credit, okay, and compliance, okay? Business credit and compliance is hand in hand. So you got to make sure that you're doing all of your accounting and bookkeeping stuff and tips that I gave you last time. You have got to make sure, we talked about it, I probably said it 3 times in the last show, that you have to have the in and the out. Okay? The in and the out. And you always have to be cognizant of that number. And you always got to know where your stuff is coming from. And we'll do receipts. The receipts is the bank statement. The accountant is the bank statement. Upload that joint and start categorizing your and itemizing, because you looked up the itemizing chart that I helped you out with. Did y'all see that? Maybe not. You didn't see it yet? Okay. But the itemizing chart that you might have emailed me for, you might have asked me, that I sent it to you, and now you are sitting there, you like ready. You like, okay, Miss Tanya's going to talk about this business credit and being financially ready. Financially ready, okay? We've already been talking about how you got to have this coin, your personal coin, attached onto your social security number. So you got this life insurance policy that you building annuities in with your part-time job. You probably sewing $250 every 2 weeks. I don't know, that's what I used to do. So I used to sew $250 every 2 weeks, no matter what. I put $250 into my business. I didn't care what I bought. It was something that was dedicated to TFC. And I wrote it off. No matter what. 2 weeks going non-stop. It is very important that if you tithe correctly, yeah, I said tithe, I said a spiritual thing. And the reason why is because when you tithe in the church, you are tithing, right? You are tithing into something. Remember we talked about things that you cannot see? So you cannot see your business. You cannot see it. So you need to tithe into your business. You need to make sure that you are doing unto what God is telling you to do. I assume that your business is something that God is telling you to do, so you must be adequate and you must be ready. So you are sewing, because that's what I call it when I tell people when I'm consulting them. I'm like, you sewing into your company? Are you sewing into your company? So every 2 weeks, you should be putting money in that business bank account, because you need to show that somebody making some money. Even if it's the $250 that's there, what I want you to do, you put that $250 that's there. Guess what? If the personal account get low, you need that $250, you're going to say, you know what? I need gas, because I can write that off. Because you still, and then you still building business credit. I don't care if you got $50. Put it in there. Buy something that you can write off on your business. Jim? Are you paying attention? Because I'm just saying the words that are coming out of my mouth is definitely necessary for you to understand, because these are the clinical perspectives. This is the clinician perspective of business. You have to make sure that you are moving the money, whatever money that you have, even if it's $20 and you want to go buy some paper. Okay? I'm not just saying this. This is so that you can get financially ready. If I'm talking to a full-blown entrepreneur who's ready to go and don't have no money and you ready to go, okay, I'm gonna be talking to you soon. But I'm talking to the person who's still working in between, trying to figure it out, don't know where they gonna go, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. I'm talking to that person. You want to make sure that you got this early 2 weeks paying job? Well, guess what? If you put just a little bit of your coin into your business account and put your business stuff and information right off, and it matches your itemizations, because everybody need gas. Everybody need gas. Everybody need their hair done. Everybody need their nails done. I'm just saying. Everybody needs what, you know how much you're already spending in your personal account. You know what you're already spending on things. You might need some rubber sole shoes to not fall down your concrete steps. Put the $250 in there and buy some shoes. Start paying attention to what you are itemizing in your personal life for you to itemize in your professional life, because you are a business owner. I look this good because I know that Time for Change Consulting CEO must look the part. Remember, I said my brain is so wrapped up psychologically in my appearance that it probably went over your head. I meant that statement, Jim. I meant that statement, but I meant it in every single thing that I do. So I'm giving you gems to let you know that you have the opportunity to itemize some of your personal expenses in your business account to make sure that you're writing it off. Jeez. I'm telling you right now that you are already doing things. If you wear glasses like myself, you write them off. I'm going to put I spend a lot on glasses. I'm going to put my $600 in there and I'm going to buy my glasses out of my business account, because I already know that I'm going to spend dollars on some glasses. So let me go ahead. I'm about to do that now. I'm about to pay myself to go do that now. I'm just saying, if you don't have no money, this is how you get this 2 years or 3 years financial readiness. I need a bag that I'm going to carry my computer in. I like bags, y'all. My computer bag cost me. I wrote it off. I need a bag. And my bag is what it is. It costs to be Time for Change CEO and Time for Change Consultant CEO and Droppin Gems CEO. It costs. How much does it cost for you to be a CEO? That's what you should be asking yourself. Now, before, when I was working full-time and I was a Time for Change CEO as well, it didn't cost me that much to be a CEO. I'm not going to walk around with an bag. I'm not going to have a $100,000 truck because I was still working for somebody else. But now, Time for Change CEO has to drive a truck because I need to be comfortable. When I pick up my homeless people or my people who don't have anything, no comfort, I don't mind them being in my car. I never mind them being in my space. I don't. If they're soiled or whatever, I put my bag down because guess what? I want them to ride in luxury too. I have always been that CEO. I I like my hair color to have panels in it. I like my hair to be colored in a way that costs. It costs to be me. How much does it cost to be you? Like, I'm not saying all of this stuff just to be saying it, y'all. This is connected. This is the psychological perspectives of business. How much does it cost to be you? People have been thinking this way in business, but we haven't been hip. We haven't been hip. You are paying to be the CEO and the entrepreneur that you are. You're paying for that. In your personal life. How about we shift that over into a business account so we can build that establishment, the business account that's connected to the EIN, that's connected to the DUNS, that's connected to the NAICS code for 2 years, 2 to 3, give or take, depending on the bank you apply for funding. Make sure that you are opening up your eyes to what it is that you need and what it is that you want. I like to have things, but it is so that I could be effective at the work that I do. Now, you might not believe me, but guess what? IRS does. Because I am effective in writing my expenses off. I am effective in making sure that it's coming out of my business account. I am effective in saying, I am a vocational rehabilitation counselor, and this is what I need to operate. I need a new computer. Guess what? I need a computer every 2 years. I'm on the upgrade, y'all. I'm excited. It's been 2 years. I'm on the upgrade. Y'all gonna see me in a minute. I'm on the upgrade. That is the requirement of Time for Change's CEO. What is the requirement of your business? What is the requirement of you being the CEO? It's okay to think like that. It's okay that I need an $1,800 book bag. Cause god daggone it, I work hard. That book bag is tore up right now. I bought that 6 years ago. Guess what? It worked. It still worked. And I lessened my expenses because I bought that most expensive bag because it was there to support me and help me through all this time. I didn't have to get something else. It's been there. It's still there. I still have it. No lie. All right? So whether you buy small quantity, big quantity, good quality, no quality, you know, if you buy no quality, then you will be rapidly spending your money. If you buy good quality, then you can hold on to it for a while. Don't lose focus. Don't lose focus. This is not show. Go to show 2. Focus now. I'm trying to tell you some good stuff. You have to be financially ready and financially prepared. The only way that you can be financially prepared and financially ready for funding, because I know y'all. Y'all like, man, I ain't never know that. Now you know. And because you know, why are you buying your expenses from out of your personal account? Help me to understand that. I don't know. But if you want to get financially ready, you need to stop and you need to convert and get all of these things connected, because even the Google, you're on your Google, even that, your phone number, your address can't be a house address. It can't be this. It can't pull up on Zillow. It can't. So what are you waiting for? You need to get that. That's how you're going to be legitimate in financially getting ready. Okay? So making sure that you're building that, because that builds the credit. You can't apply for a business credit card if you don't have 3 years worth of operating. So why not start now? Even if you're not ready. I might be telling you something that you might be ready for in 3 years. So get ready now. I might be telling you something, my other listeners, that is so applicable to them that they like, oh, let me print out and do my account bookkeeping and write off some of the stuff that's in my personal account. You can do that, but you're not going to get the ultimate write-off. Your best write-off is if you was doing it on your business. But at least you got some way to start. And you put it on your tax form. You tell your tax person, I need this to be on a business form. Here go my EIN. Give them the EIN so that way you can write it off. And you save the receipts in your personal account. But I'm just letting you know, if it was coming out of that business account, you already qualified for great funding. You already qualified for a business credit card. Gems are dropping all over the place. Yes, it's so many. It's so many that, so I need you to understand this though, y'all. Business, the banks, they don't want you to know this. So you can either take what I'm talking about and be great or not. And it might be some episodes that I might take down because I'm tired of people thinking they just will steal information from me. I want to help you. But if you're not doing the work and you're just asking me questions, how is that going to help? Stop. Stop DMing me. Stop asking me questions and watch the show. This is what it's here for. Okay? Now, I have been talking about readiness and how you're going to write off your expenses and all of that stuff. You need to know that small piece is going to help you with government and corporate contracts and grants. It is already getting you prepared to know exactly what they're going to ask for. Jim. It's already getting you prepared. So if you're not woke and you keep wanting to talk to me about government contracts and grants and stuff, this is why I don't talk to people about it. Because look how much information I'm telling you. I cannot tell a person this in one conversation. I still got stuff to tell you about grants and government contracts and funding and all this stuff. I still have information to give. But I can't give it, y'all, because it's the clinician's perspective of business. I'm trying to give you the foundation and let you grow so that way you could be successful. So this is already setting you up, right? So being all of those things that I told you that you need, you have to become a registered vendor if you want grants and contracts. So this is another step. So you need all those things that I talked about for the financial readiness and all those things that I talked about last show, the DUNS number, the NACS, the this, the that, the Google page and all that stuff. You need all of that stuff. And then you have to become a registered vendor. You go to sam.gov. Go register to be a vendor. And you could be a vendor, y'all, for so many things. You could be a vendor for a barber, get contracts for working in DYRS to cut hair. You could be a vendor for a hairstylist, be a cosmetology to show people how to do nails in jail. You could do whatever you want to do. You could be a vendor for outreach. Remember that NACS code? You could be a vendor for that NACS code. You could be a vendor for whatever it is that you want to be. It is a catalog of government businesses or businesses that are trying to say, hey, pick me. Pick me, pick me, pick me. Go register. That's for the federal money. That's for any money. Everything starts federal before it becomes city or before it becomes state. So that's where you start. Okay? Go register based on your NACS code what it is that you want to do in your business. You see why you got to be organized? You see why you gotta have foundation? Meanwhile, you got that life insurance policy brewing, right? Building up them annuities, right? So you could be financially ready, right? So when you need that money, when that bank say no because you're not quite there yet to your 3-year mark, you get it to help you. Jim, are you paying attention or are you lost? Because if you're lost, you need to watch all the rest of the shows because you have to pay attention to the information that I'm giving you. You want to be an electrician and be on the vendors list? You could. You want to be a plumber? You want to be an HVAC? You want to have your business? You could. Go register your business as a vendor. It's a catalog. Put yourself out there. Okay? Because we'll get to the proposal writing. But remember, when we were talking about establishing your business with the IRS, the 6 components that you need to have, when we talked about that, that right there is going to be how you're going to be articulating in your business when you got to write those proposals and all that stuff. So I'm really already getting you prepared. So already get yourself prepared for the business stuff. And I mean, like Mr. Wright said, he ain't heard this in business class. I mean, I don't know. He ain't been either, but I ain't heard it either. I ain't heard it either. Stay woke. Stay woke. Stay woke. So I want to make sure that you are aware of all the things that you need to be registered appropriately, that you are aware of when you get that establishment sheet with your EIN number, that they're going to tell you your tax forms. I want you to know that you have to get that bank account to start helping you with your accounting. Because I'm not an accountant, but guess what? I knew how to make them spreadsheets though. I took it right off the bank statement. I did good too. Look, I made it 8 years. I made it 8 years. I took it right off the bank statement. They already categorizing your stuff for you. Some banks even give you a chart to say, oh, look, you spent it in this. We already talked about itemizing, making sure that you already know how to itemize. I'm getting you ready. Because when the money comes, you get to buy your $1,800 book bag and write it off because it's for your business. When the money comes, you able to see, oh, this is how much I'm making. This is how much I gained. This is how much I lost. This is how much I made. Those types of things are going to be important because you can't be the only one to run your business unless, we already talked about that, unless you want to be, because we talked about the different things in business. So if you want to be the only person that does stuff, I didn't want to be the only person, but I did want it to be a micro business, but God just had a bigger claim on my life. I couldn't control it. And spiritually, I just did the walk and talked the talk, and I just ended up doing what I'm doing now. And I'm even helping, I don't know, thousands of people right now by having this conversation with you. So I can't help it. So, you know, business size, you might got an idea, but what's important is that you have that idea and you rock with it. What's important is that you versed in it. And you know, because the banks pull you in for interviews and ask you these questions. I don't know. I think my function is, I know that no. Be ready, because if you ask me about time for change, we do vocational counseling. We're here to eradicate crime and homelessness by way of employment. Well, what does Time for Change Consulting do? We're general management consulting. We support Time for Change and other businesses with managing their business and company and establishing what they need to establish to be successful. I'm consulting you. I'm managing you right now. Droppin Gems is managing you right now and telling you things that you need to know. I used to have a group back in the day when I was working for somebody else. It was called Get Ready to Work. And I used to talk about it. Remember, I said I got a talent of getting people focused. I want you to get ready. Get ready for entrepreneurship. That's what this group is called. Start paying attention meticulously to the things that you are doing, because you have to be an entrepreneur. You cannot think that your appearance is not psychologically connected to you in being an entrepreneur. What do your brand look like? What is important for you to operate? Do you need loose pants? Do you need tight pants? Do you need, remember we talked about that? Do you need a color? Do you need the lace front laid? What do you need? Do you need the nails with gems or not? Do you need a gem cup? I do. Do you need a glitter case? I do. Do I need a red dress every commencement? I do. What do you need to be an entrepreneur? How are you going to calculate it and take it out of your bank account, your business bank account, to build your business credit that is connected to your Duns and Bradstreet? Yes. That is going to be connected to your vendor. You're going to be a vendor with the government. You're going to be a vendor in the catalog so they could see, they could pick you. Now, there's a lot of vendors in there, but you know, they tend to pick time for change a lot. And they do that because I so eloquently write proposals. And we're going to talk about that because that's selling. That's selling. I ain't go to school for that, Jim. I ain't go to school for that either. I want you to know that I still have abundant of information to train you on and to teach you on. I'm so happy that you came to my podcast today. December 31st even. I'm so happy that you came to those and that you are building with me. It is so important for you to know and for you to understand that this is not done in vain. You are a part of my journey. It is so important for you to know that your success is what I want to see. Your success is what I want to hear. Your business is what I want to know. Please chat, drop your business, drop your websites, drop your stuff, because I want all of my viewers and everybody to know what it is that came from Time for Change greatness. I want you to know that this general management consulting, I'm saying this is the work, this is the visible work that we're doing. And they know, they gonna see it on IRS, gonna look me up and say, you know what? She is doing the work. I seen them clothes she had on. She did spend that money. Oh, she did. You know, somebody that was real close to me used to say this. They used to say, man, you be laughing at your own jokes. And I do. And the reason why I do is because I find it rather funny. I find it rather funny. And I am going to continue to laugh at my own jokes. Because with laughter comes life, and with life comes love. And I want to tell you all that thank you so much for listening to Droppin' Gems on Droppin' Gems Tuesdays at 6 p.m. every other week, every other Tuesday. I want to thank you for subscribing to @Time for Change Consult. I want to thank you for following @Time for Change Consult. I want to thank you for even following my other business @Time for Change TFC. We're out here doing big things. I want to make sure that you following me with your personal page, your business page. I'm trying to be all up in your stuff. And I want you to shout out, Tanya, really, and tell me what exactly you doing. We are taking it to another level, baby. We got business to take care of, okay? We're going to talk about a strategic business plan, and we're going to talk about selling yourself the next session. So I just want to thank you for your time. I look forward to greatness. You have a wonderful day.